who needs to look for that better armour when you can make it? And speaking of making things, how about making your body a little bit more mechanical? So, you've experienced Fallout 4, the vanilla game, and now you want to know what it can be like modded. Welcome to Fallout 4 Mod Elation. Have fun. Why am I at a workbench? Well, that's because I'm going to show you Craftable armour size. And yes, it's another of those mods where the name is exactly what it says on the tin. Now, excuse Rick levelling up. As you can see, I'm looking at my left greaves, my leather greave, and I now have the option to turn it into a heavy. It comes as a light as standard, and now there's the option to go medium and heavy. So any armors that you find in the game that have progressions and different versions, and you will see NPCs and find loot further on into the game dropped, you don't have to wait around for it. Now obviously you're going to have to find the perks and find the equipment and the resources to upgrade these items, but when you've done that, voila, you can take, ka-ching, yes I know, you can take any of the armors that have progressed versions and do that yourself. You can even go back and downgrade it back to the originals. So as you can see, I've got a craftable armor size, leather leg and combat armor. However, not all armors in the game will have this option, like the baseball. Yes, like the DC baseball stuff. That doesn't appear to be on the list. Great idea, well recommended. Next up we have Cross Pre-War Cybernetics, and you're looking at the Cybernetics bench that comes with this mod. Now going into it, as you can see, cyber armatures, exoframes and extras. You can have the basic outside of the arm, outside of the legs, semi-looking synth type supports, or you can go for the full-on arms, legs, backs, chest, belt, cut and rearranged versions of the power armor, which have been chopped, changed and made to look, well, like they were cybernetics all the time. So it's been very well done in that regard. Now you can even change your hands to robotic power armor hands. However, that's coming up in a second. As I've said, there's a sort of outside of the body exo support, and then a full-on exosuit cybernetic power armor sort of the vibe to the other version. It's got the dampening for the feet, it's got the options of replacing your hands, as you're about to see, as I already mentioned. And what else? Oh yes, you can pretty much scrub it up, change the colours, make it chrome, add armour to the outside, you name it. Here are the hands, as I've said. So, with that in mind, what could you really say? Well, it gives you the obvious benefits of being able to upgrade it, things like carrying capacity, impact landing. When you jump, you don't get as much fall damage. It doesn't negate it completely like power armor, but it will give you a bonus to that. You can wear this in power armor. It seems a bit daft because obviously it's quite big. You can still get into power armor, so that's up to you whether you choose to do that. That being said, it gets even more silly when you consider the fact that you can give it colour schemes. You can add, let's see, combat armor and raider armor to the outside of the exoframe and add it on so it looks like a suit of power armor that you're wearing and is integrated with your skeleton. You can add, there's unique versions in there. You can chrome up the finish of the metal. You can get Kellogg's arm piece, as you can see here, and you can get the raider pieces for the legs. You can make it pretty good. Now, not only can you swap your hands for the metallic power armor hands, you can give yourself a synth hand, and as you may have just noticed, my right hand on Rick's is now synthetic. and lacking skin. So if you really want to roleplay your Terminator fantasies, go right ahead. Overall, this is a great mod. It's got so many different features, and if you want to play someone who wants to be augmented in a cybernetic way and go around being a cyber badass, go right ahead and get this downloaded. Moving on, we are staying with the Cross series of mods with Cross's Jetpack. Now, this is in this mod Elation video because it works perfectly fine with Cross Cybernetics. In fact, you can wear this jetpack with the Cybernetics or without, and it will attach itself to the relevant part of your back, whether there is Cybernetics on your body or not. So I'm showing it you at the start with the Cybernetics. Now, as you can see, there's several options. You can get a standard jetpack where it just helps you jump up and fly a little bit. You can get a jetpack that lets you run faster, yes, or you can have a combination of the two. Now, the jet sprinter effect just basically helps you run faster and jump and float a bit. So if you want to make your basketball games a little bit more interesting, assuming you can actually carry the ball and drop it in, then this might be the thing just for you. However, as I've said with Cybernetics, the fall damage is still relevant. Now, the Cybernetics will decrease your fall damage, and the jetpack itself has the option of putting a couple of dampening effects in there to drop the fall damage down. But Cybernetics and jetpack effect fall too far and you're still going to die, or severely injure yourself, as you should see. Oh, there we go, just about now. So yeah, that was far enough to nearly kill me. Not enough to actually do it. So let's put all the cybernetic parts away, and as you see, the jetpack disappeared, but re-equipping it, it's now attached to the back properly, no gaps, and you can just use it as before. Sprinting effect, jumping effect. However, you've lost the cybernetic dampening effects of falling, but you still have the dampeners attached to the jetpack, so you can still fall and not die instantly, but you can't fall as far as if you had the cybernetics still attached. So yeah, as you can see, that wasn't quite as far as a fall, but still quite a bit of damage. All in all, the Cross Jetpack and the Cross Cybernetics work well together, and I would say, well, it's giving Rick an option for when he wants to go mooching around the rooftops and not take his power armor with him. And if that's what you want to do, I would recommend going and getting both of these mods, especially the jetpack. Who doesn't want a jetpack without having to take a power armor suit with you? Great mod. And so we must bid farewell. If you're wondering what other mods I've covered, you can find these by clicking the links for the playlist at the end of each mod Elation video. There you will find the mod categories. However, if the mod you're looking for isn't there, by all means suggest mods for me to review. So until we meet again, until we see each other on another of my videos, have fun, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.